am speechless. I am so happy. I actually feel like I want to cry. I'm so happy. Just looking at the players, what it means, the fact we've beaten Manchester City, we deserve to win that game. We'll be in European football next season. The moments of the two academy 19-year-olds, Garnacho and Mainoo, scoring the goals to win the game. 2 years ago, they played in the FA Youth Cup final together at 17. 2 years later, they're starting against Manchester City, Premier League champions, in an FA Cup final in our worst ever season and producing 2 goals to make the real team in Manchester win. Manchester United 2, Manchester 1 FA Cup winners. Bruno Fernandes showed Kevin De Bruyne absolute levels today. De Bruyne was benched. He was that bad. Manchester United have ended Man City's 35-game unbeaten streak. Rodri's 74 unbeaten streak. Ten Hag produced an absolute masterclass performance. He now has more trophies in 2 seasons with Man United than Arteta has in 5 with Arsenal. Mason Mount gets to lift the trophy while Chelsea get moved down to the Conference League and we take the Europa League spot. Bruno Fernandes created 5 chances. Foden, Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva created 4 chances combined. Bruno Fernandes put in this absolutely world-class performance. Mainoo and Garnacho, academy kids winning the game. Abu Dhabi, oil money, 115. Half your fan base joined in the last 5-10 years. You are not FA Cup champions. Football wins today. And I have to say, Amrabat, what a performance. What a performance from Amrabat. Solid in the midfield. Kobbie Mainoo, 19 years of age, man of the match in an FA Cup final. Lisandro Martinez, how we've missed you. Rafa Varane, I wish you didn't have to go. Martinez and Varane was so good. They were so amazing. Wan-Bissaka dealt with Doku well. Dalot put in a shift. Onana, other than a mistake at the end, had a great game. Hojlund, when he came on, he held the ball up so well. He put in a shift today. Every single player worked today. Every single player put in a shift today for Manchester United. Take a bow to Ten Hag. Take a bow to the players. The game plan was spot on. The tactics were spot on. The lineup, the substitutions were spot on. The players gave 100%. And what a deserved FA Cup win. Even players like Amad Diallo didn't play today, got that last-minute winner to get us past Liverpool. We beat Liverpool when they were top of the league. We beat Premier League champions Manchester City. People said, oh, we only won the Carabao Cup because we couldn't beat the big teams. We didn't have to play the big teams. We beat the 2 biggest teams winning the FA Cup. We are FA Cup champions, and we did it with 5 academy players or 4 academy players starting, 2 of them goal scorers, while Manchester City went and pumped out the billions with their 115 charges. Only 4 teenagers have scored in an FA Cup final, that being Norman Whiteside, Ronaldo, Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo. And Kobbie Mainoo and Garnacho, the first 2 teenagers to score in an FA Cup final. So the first time 2 teenagers were scored in an FA Cup final and both goals were winning it. What generational talent. But can we just talk about how good Lisandro Martinez is? Lisandro Martinez today was absolutely incredible. He was everywhere. Haaland, the little baby, diving. 6'5" Haaland diving, trying to get a penalty on Martinez. Him and Varane, man, they make such a difference. The thought that Varane is leaving, it makes me emotional. I do not want to see Varane leave this club. I do not want to see Varane leave this club. I tell you that for a fact. I mean, when the players are fit, and Ten Hag is right, whether you can argue this is a point for Ten Hag to stay or not, when the players are fit, we perform. Varane and Martinez at the back made such a difference. In the first half, when we could have been 3-0 up, had Garnacho been on side for that Rashford goal, it would have been 3-0. You actually look at it and you break it down. Man City had 3 shots in the first half. This is Manchester United that ranks 95th out of 96 teams in Europe's top 5 leagues. Only Sheffield United conceded more shots per game than us in the top 5 leagues, and no teams conceded less shots than Man City. It was 1 in 95. The fact that in the first half we limited them to 3 shots. Second half is different. Man City had to make subs and give everything. But we won the game. We saw out the game perfectly. Ten Hag's tactics were correct. And you've got to take, whether you're Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out, whether you're Ten Hag out, you've got to give credit to Ten Hag today. Was spot on. It's great to see Garnacho, played well. I mean, Garnacho ran in behind. He caused so many problems. He got his goal. The high press, when Manchester United were high pressing City, they're forcing them into mistakes, worked so well. Garnacho was such a threat whenever we were playing long over the top. He got a well-deserved goal today. The last time we're going to see Martinez and Varane play together, that's really emotional, but what an absolute shift from them as well. Absolute shift. But Kobbie Mainoo's 19. Kobbie Mainoo, people were saying, I remember this guy on Twitter was saying, Kobbie Mainoo, like he's going to struggle when he plays at Liverpool or Manchester City or a big side. Like Kobbie Mainoo's not ready for the big games. Like Kobbie Mainoo shouldn't be called up for England. People were saying that. What are you saying now? Because when the world is watching Kobbie Mainoo, rivals hoping he fails, Liverpool, man of the match performance, 2 man of the match performance versus Liverpool. Newcastle the other week, man of the match performance in the goal. Wolves pulls out a 97th minute winner, plays his debut for England, man of the match, bloody performance. And then today, FA Cup final, man of the match performance, just turned 19 years of age. Kobbie Mainoo is made for the top of football. And Ineos, you better get Manchester United back on track because you have the player that needs to be playing at top. You have 2 players, and Kobbie Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes, who are pure world class and are made to win trophies. We must get this club back on track. Martinez has it in him. Delot has it in him. Hojlund has it in him. Garnacho has it in him. We have a core. Whether it's with Ten Hag or not, this club has got a core. You must spend well in the summer. We must get back on track. We must prioritise footballing success at this club. FA Cup Women's Champions, FA Cup Men's Champions. That's what I love to see. Big performances from everyone. I mean, Amrabat and Mainoo worked so well in the pivot. Ten Hag had a big call on dropping Casemiro. And wow, that was one of Amrabat's best performances as well. You know, huge credit to Man United. We completely nullified City's midfield. De Bruyne didn't have a sniff. Foden didn't have a sniff. We nullified that midfield. But I want to talk about one guy. I want to talk about a guy that some Man United fans want sold. A guy that is so overhated. A guy that I think is one of the most underrated players in football. And that is Bruno Fernandes. For me, he's a Man United legend. For me, he's a truly world-class footballer. And, you know, he put out that really strong, powerful message before the game. He was a real leader today. He was a real captain today. He, you know, these last 2 months of the season, I think he's got 11 goal contributions in his last 9 games. He's pulled us through, dropping man of the match performances for these last 10 games in a row. Where would we be without Bruno Fernandes these last 10 games of the season? Because the 2 games we had without him was absolutely atrocious. Where would we be without Bruno, man? He is phenomenal. He has got the mentality. He works hard. He is a quality player. And people want him sold, but I think you're mad. For me, he's an unbelievable player. He's a good leader. And I think that he's not got super long left, but I do not get the hate around Bruno Fernandes one bit. Newcastle United are knocked out of Europe. Obviously, Chelsea are in the Conference League and Chelsea are competing with us for Elise. 2 trophies in his first 2 seasons while dealing with more injuries than any other player in Europe's top 5 leagues. Outclassing Pep's Premier League Championship Man City winning team to win the FA Cup. No matter what happens with Ten Hag, I will appreciate these moments as well. We join Spurs in the FA Cup next season. Newcastle have been dumped out of Europe. And, graduation, Mainoo and Garnacho graduated as FA Cup youth winners in 2022, now scoring the winning goals to take Manchester United through. Marcus Rashford in tears. You can tell it means a lot to him. And I think he had a decent performance all in all. He almost got a goal as well. Man City will give Man United a guard of honour as they collect the winner's medal. And I am recording this late. Delot's talking to Lineker on the screen. I wanted to watch the trophy celebrations. But guys, I am so happy. Amrabat and Mainoo to man mark Foden and De Bruyne. Well done, Ten Hag. That worked well done. Mainoo was phenomenal. Mainoo was unbelievable on the ball, off the ball. Bruno Fernandes today, 1 assist, 3 out of 3 dribbles completed, 5 key passes. I think he made 5 tackles. He made 1 big chance. He won 8 out of 11 ground duels. Bruno Fernandes it was between Bruno and Mainoo for man of the match. Garnacho was good. I thought Hojlund when he came on. Man. Wow, I have to say, he held up the ball so well. That last kick of the game, the way he just kept the ball. Ten Hag got his subs right. Hojlund, man, when he came on, he was quality. Erik Ten Hag has won 4 out of the last 8 domestic cup competitions he's played in at Ajax and Manchester United as well. Malacia was back and alive. He's not been seen all season as well. Just enjoy today. Let's not make it about Ten Hag in or out. But I think that's a big statement from Ten Hag to say, look, I had my best players back and look what I did. Come on. Bruno's taken Delot away to celebrate. But I have to say, what a message. FA Cup winners, men and women's FA Cup winners. And Ten Hag, he deserves that. We deserve to win today. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a dodgy penalty. That first half performance from United was brilliant. And McTominay said we're delighted for the manager. Is that a hint that he could be going? I'm not sure, but it's good to see. Anyway, people, let me know your thoughts down below. I am so happy. Smash a like. See you next time. Bye.